Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us for our weekend weather update, but also the outlook for next week. And this weekend, well, we're back to the subtropics again. We've got another subtropical low coming down this weekend, but just like the one we had last weekend, I think it's just going to flirt with the upper North Island, if you like. There's a chance of some rain, but to be honest with you, the bulk of it is going to be out at sea. But this is still one to keep an eye on, especially if you're planning on going out on the boats this weekend. This one is going to affect marine conditions right across the northern half of the country, as far down as the lower part of the North Island. Meanwhile, the lower part of the South Island, you've got a light southerly change, but it's enough to drop the temperatures today. It's cooler in southern areas, but by tomorrow, it'll already be back into the mid-20s around central Otago. So here is Saturday. You can see that high pressure system rolling into the south. So back to warm weather, especially inland. But up into the north, there'll be a lot of cloud coming around the outer edges of this subtropical low, but the bulk of the rain out at sea. So yesterday I would have said there was a slightly higher chance of rain in Northland. Today it's gone back to where it's sort of been all week. It's just hovering very close by. I think there was a better chance for rain in Northland when the winds were coming in as an easterly in the forecasts. Now it's tilting more southeast. That's very much like last weekend, and that pushes the energy further out to sea. It also means that the eastern side of the North Island, Gisborne, East Cape, Hawke's Bay, you might see a few showers and drizzle patches and plenty of cloud as well. But look, I think most of the island will stay dry. Then we get to Sunday and the low really weakens further and falls apart. The bulk of the rain right off the map there, but there's still some showers and some patchy rain around the East Cape area, just coming down maybe into Hawke's Bay a little bit. There could be a couple of light showers, don't expect much. And in the north here, it's probably going to be mostly dry all day. But there will be a few showers out at sea. I guess there's a chance they could just brush land. But the southeasterly wind is usually a pretty mild, dry one for many places. But it may not be overly mild on Monday in some areas. There's a southerly coming through ahead of that high, which is very similar to this week we've just had, which started off also with a southerly flow across the country, and some people talking about having their heaters and fires going for a night or so. So it might be a little bit cooler on Monday. It won't be freezing or anything. It's just a slightly cooler southerly. And by Tuesday, that little southerly turns a bit more southeast around the North Island. So again, sunny and dry in many places, except for the east. And in the South Island, it's a different chance of rain. It's actually the afternoon downpours that we get during the afternoon heating. So that's the same forecast we've got for Wednesday as well. We might be seeing some big downpours across next week around the mountains and ranges, but it's probably not going to affect a lot of the regions that need the rain the most. And when you've got a big high like this, that's lasting all of next week and may well last into the weekend and may well actually last through into December. So any rain at this point on, you're going to want to keep it as much as possible or store it. So there's some talk at the moment about La Nina. It is back, it is weak. It's exactly what we had last summer. And of those of us who recall it, last summer was not like La Nina in New Zealand. It was more like El Nino. We had lots of showers, lots of southwesterly winds, and it wasn't overly hot until the end. So this is where the tropical storms are at the moment, off towards India and up in the tropics. There's actually nothing down around our zone, but Australia is getting a lot of rain at the moment while we're missing out. But the main trend at the moment, and we've told the Ministry for Primary Industries this week, that there is a significant dry spell now setting in around New Zealand, and for some regions it may not end until we get through into December. So we will certainly keep you up to date as things start to dry out. What a year it's been, so wet, and now we're sliding back into so dry. That is all from me. Have a great weekend. We'll update you again on Monday.